Yo, 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 welcome to another Ideas. Excuse me. Thinking it's a podcast. Welcome to another JefeCast on the 28th of March. Hope everybody's had a good day, productive day, nice weekend, and all that good stuff that comes along with life. Hopefully, you had a nice dinner. Huh? A little dessert? Little cake? Little milkshake? Little carrot cake? Little Twinkie? Little Swiss roll? Reese cup? You like M&Ms? You like to eat bowl of cereal late? What is it? I mean, whatever it is, I hope you're enjoying it. Now laters, Trolleys, Skittles. Do people even still eat Starburst? I mean, what do you snack on? Cheez-Its, white cheddar, or original, or you like Pringles, or you like the little birthday cakes, or you like Poontang pie. Yeah, I don't know that. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Poontang pie? Come on, come on. Anyways, I tried to have a little fun with y'all before I get into this. This shall not be a long podcast. There's some stuff I'm trying to work on with my podcast. It's a lot of new formats and stuff they put on here that can boost the look and such of the show. So I'm going to be looking into that and trying to make this look better and more presentable for all of y'all, and trying to get more people to get back on here. And I meant to put my pictures of my boys up. Let me see if I can slide them on last minute. Hold up. Wait. Because I got to give a shout out. Yo, this one's got two. How you roll a J and it got two tears in it? Two of them. You know what? You playing games. I got to put the pictures out. Shout out Generation. My team X. Yeah, I saw y'all winning them championships this past weekend. Rolling through North Carolina. They was down there slapping them. Okay, my boy Kaz Acom and all of them. Sean. God damn it. I can't remember all y'all names anymore. Sorry. But I'm glad that y'all did good. I had the pictures of y'all, but they're on the phone. And I could put them on now, but then it will probably cause some type of friction trying to get. Oh, I lied. Wait, one second. Hold on. Wait. Stay right there. I got y'all. Because I can just send it to myself. I can send it to myself and then download it. And then download it on the that's what we're gonna do. Just hold up. Give me a second. I'm coming. I just want to shout out my boys for having from when I met them, with the exception of Kaz a year ago, to seeing how far these young men have come in just a year's time. It's amazing, man. See, when you put hard work in and you're dedicated to something, it comes back. So I just wanted to make sure they have their 15, 14, 15. They get their spot in the sun today. And let me get these pictures over here. I don't know what. We got to support our youth, yo. Like, we can't keep saying we're going to do it and then we don't do it. Then, these young men, these young women become successful, then y'all want to be all on their ass. Is disingenuous, in my opinion. Y'all don't want to help anybody until the person's actually, like, done the unthinkable, Am I wrong? I mean, because, like, the participation that I normally get now is just lackluster at best. But I bet if I was 20,000 views on this Joan, and oh man, big subscribers. Oh yeah, y'all followed in because y'all would think that there's some money coming from this. No, there's no people don't do anything with just regular intentions anymore. Like why I started this, trying to give people a platform to just be themselves and such. So since y'all don't support, y'all say y'all support black people, swear up and down they support people. No, y'all don't. No, you don't. Y'all like to say I support black business, and then y'all be looking for a discount or something. Like, shut up. That's not supporting black business. I know I'm going off of where I'm talking about, but I'm stalling until I get the pictures up in. But it's just funny. So support these young men. Support Tim for Tim and his girl that brought this team together and got these young men to build and grow together. To now, when we first started out, they had the opening weekend with us last year. They went horrible. Then they turned it around, and then every week they got better. Every tournament they got better. Now look at them holding the championships. Look at this. My man has like 5 teams now, 4 or 5 teams. You want your kid to get out here and get some good running with some good people? Get out here. A lot of these boys I coached at one time. I don't know who that white kid is, but he probably can ball because he's the only one. I'm at to ask Tim about that. I don't recognize a lot of these faces. I recognize a couple. 1, 2. What Big Sean at? Oh, there goes Sean in the back. But anyways, I don't see Akam unless that's his bush back there. Oh, look at my man Nintendo. Number 2. Hey, he a small kid, right? That young boy can shoot. You hear me? Akam, Nintendo. That has to be Akam in the back with his face blocked out. And my boy Cass. So, support these young men. We want to have the next generation thrive, man. I just don't like insincerity of people. Like, y'all, support the youth, support the kids, man. Don't withhold the child's dream. Before I dive into my John Wick and my Jonathan Majors, so I can roll this J in peace, y'all check out this new trailer. I love shark movies, so I'm looking for a good shark movie. This may be it.
Pirate ships.
Duh.
What, are you gonna get snippy with us, Cloud?
Ya que estamos en México, ¿por qué no intentamos hablar en español? Quiero nachos.
Actually, I think there's a good restaurant right up here.
Whoa. A lot has changed since the last time we were here.
My name is Paul Sturgis. I work for Nixon Oil. Supposed to ferry out to the rig from here?
Dad, I think I see it. Is that it?
Yep, that's her. I'm here to do the inspection.
What is it?
Protection. Protection from what?
Mom?
Hello? Anybody? Where the hell is everyone? What's going on here?
What is that?
What's that look? The Black Beamer.
There must be some way off this rig.
Nothing works. I don't think it can take much more punishment. This is not just any shark. It's a curse. Brought on not by nature, but by wrath.
Wrath?
He's gonna keep getting his revenge until the sacrifice has been made. The only way to stop it is to kill it. I have a plan. You will not take my family away from me.
You're the monster.
Open your eyes, come on.
I know a big-ass shark when I see one.
I like that. I at least like what the shark looks like. So we'll see what that comes to or not. But come across a couple of movies that look like they're gonna be pretty good. On a side note, I really enjoyed murder mystery. And I saw that coming out for number 2 in a couple of days or so. I can't wait for that. I thoroughly enjoyed number 1. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. Second one will be on Netflix as well. Now, I gave y'all the weekend. I gave y'all up to Monday, and now it's Tuesday. Now, it is time to talk about John Wick, Chapter 4. Man. The movie's bad. And I mean, good bad. Like, the action, it's a 2.5-hour movie. But the action is so constant. It's very, like, there's storytelling parts, but you'll get past that and then you're into the action. And I know I've seen some people could kind of complain, like, oh, it ran a little bit long, but you can't tell me you watched that movie and you were bored. Whoever's the choreographer for John Wick, they deserve a standing ovation. Like, this movie is up there with The Raid as far as like action, consistent, constant, breathtaking action where it's just like the fighting. This guy Atkins, who's wearing a prosthetic fat suit, man, I mean, he was great. But the star of the movie was Yen. Donnie Yen, yo. Like, dude. Him playing the blind dude, the blind swordsman, basically. He played that role so amazing. He played that dog. Donnie Yen played the blind swordsman better than any blind fighting, whatever I've ever seen. I don't care if the drunken master, the blind. This adaptation of what Donnie Yen was playing in John Wick was the greatest blind person acting, fighting I've ever seen in my life. The way he felt for things with his sword and how he moved around and how he like figured his space and knew where you were. Like, yo, I think honestly, if I'm being honest, my one issue with the movie was there wasn't enough Donnie Yen versus Keanu Reeves. I wanted to see them fight one more time. They fought once, and then they at the end they had a duel. So basically, the premise of this movie is like it continues from where it was. John Wick, they still got this bounty on his head, and it's the guy that he killed. I believe his son took over. So his son's trying to kill Wick, and he's desecrating all the little the hotel spots to kind of like weed him out. Man, John Wick got dude so good at the end, and then it is perceived that John Wick died, but like I always say, no body, no death. So in a sense, they're saying they act like John Wick was dead, but there was a lot of wordplay at the end, which leaves that door opening for John Wick to return. Some people I've seen, my man Phil even said, why would he come back? I said, the story needs him to come back. You could do like three other movies, and then John Wick returns for one last, So, I mean, the movie was just tremendous. The action. This has been a great 4 series movie? Let's think about like movies we've seen. 4 or more movies. Fast and the Furious had good 4 before they kind of lost what the plot was. Thor was okay. Thor 3 was the best Thor. The rest, they okay. Uh The Matrix was cool. I mean, people didn't really like number 4, but I thought number 4 was okay. What movies is made for? Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. That's pretty good. So it's not always easy to make 4 good movies, but these are really good movies. And I think that you should take the time, take a girl, I don't know, take somebody, go by yourself, like I did, and go watch John Wick Chapter 4. Me telling you, these people telling you about it, other podcasts, it's not the same. You have to watch John Wick yourself. It's tremendous. I mean, then I watched Keanu Reeves train for it, man. The guy, he's good, man. He needs to start being considered as one of them top martial artist fighters in these movies. I don't, is he a martial? I mean, he does do a sense of martial arts, but like Jason Statham, you know what I'm saying? They're martial artists, but they do a lot of gun, shooting. And I swear he barely spoke this movie. He always talks like this. I don't understand. So he probably spoke like 100 words in the whole movie. And it was sad. It was sad to see the guy who died in real life, Riddick, die in the movie. That was tough to see, knowing that he passed in real life. There's been a lot of talk on Jonathan Majors. There's been some people saying that he may have been on some steroids, which had him very emotional. It's called Tren. It's like the street name for it, but it's Tren Balone. They said that while he was doing Creed 3, he said that he was taking steroids while filming Creed. I can't say what he was taking, but people on staff saying he was on Tren. Tren is a popular synthetic anabolic steroid that's estimated to be 3 to 5 times more potent than testosterone. Jesus. The FDA does not allow its use on human beings. It is only available to use on cattle. But bodybuilders illegally use it on themselves, and it has the ability to change a person's physique from skinny to bodybuilder jack in just a few months. So they said there's a very scary side effect for those who use Tren. An additional, and what is wrong? No more smoking. Sheesh, just like throw me my whole reading off. In addition to it damaging the male reproductive system, Tren can also lead to severe emotional stability and possible psychosis. It is notorious for increasing aggression and having severe negative impact on the user's mental health. Tren users claim that the drug causes a very serious case of roid rage, and frequent users of Tren can be subjected to psychotic breaks. And then you have people who claim to have known him. And I hate having to report this on my guy, because I like Jonathan Major as an actor. I don't, as far as like my favorite rappers and them, I like them as for their artistry. I don't really get into them as a person. I don't care about not them. Not to say I don't care, but I don't necessarily care about their personal lives. but it sucks to hear this about somebody that I was just rooting for. So they say there's one of his Yale colleagues who also works in the acting world spilling what he claims is tea. I hate why do y'all say that. So, or about Jonathan. He said, I'm just going to say this about Jonathan Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader New York City community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath and abuser. And that is how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame it took this long for him to be reported. It says, I'm already seeing a bunch of why didn't you do anything, folks. People have tried. Ultimately needed a victim to come forward. It's both simultaneously awful to know he is still doing this and also a relief that he may never get to do it again. A bunch of us are close with people and sometimes multiple people he has directly harmed. I don't know if they will speak on it. It is completely their decision. Probably going to delete this when it turns into active harassment, which is inevitable on here. It won't matter. I'm sure other folks are already verified. So the word on my guy isn't really well. We don't really know. The girl, they're saying the girl they're saying the girls recanting the story. There's video evidence proving that he didn't do what's reported. So the lady, apparently she's taking back what she said, but there was a article basically people saying there's a difference between how they treat him and the difference between how they're treating Jonathan Majors and Ezra Miller is very clear. So, Ezra Miller had a whole bunch of wild accusations and series events that happened last year. But I guess Jonathan Majors, so the U.S. Army is aware of the arrest of Jonathan Majors, and we are deeply concerned by the allegations surrounding his arrest. While Mr. Majors is innocent until proven guilty, prudence dictates that we pull our ass until the investigation into these allegations is complete. But I don't know, because Ezra Miller still got. I'm trying to see where their argument is for Ezra. So they say others believe that the actor should have just been fired. He is being compared with other actors who went through something similar. Ezra Miller roaming around freely is the biggest concern for fans, as he's been proven guilty and still no step has been taken for him. Well, that's all they put. So I know Ezra Miller did have some legal issues, and as we can see, The Flash is still coming out. It's going to probably be a huge selling movie, and they basically said that he went to rehab or something. He had the time to go and get himself together and all this blah blah blah. But regardless of the facts, to compare the two is neither here nor there. Let due process play out. People really shouldn't jump to conclusions all the time because people do lie, and sometimes people do tell the truth. But until you have the truth, you should just reserve your flip flopping on the person. A lot of these people, especially and celebrities, and him being a black guy dating a white woman, I just need to hear the whole thing, the whole situation. Regardless, it's his personal life, and it doesn't affect me either way. It's just sad to hear, and it's just something that's it just keeps continuously happening, and it's something that needs to be thwarted out. Not just in America, but in general, because it's too much. Keep your hands to yourself, especially when we're talking about women. You can just leave. I always say that. You can just walk away. There is one more thing I want to show. This is just telling people, be careful when you're driving. Mind the road. This happened recently, and it's baffling. I didn't know a tire could do this to a car, but it did. And you check it out. this is scary. Has to be one of the scariest things that could possibly happen. Yo, you have no time to even prepare for that. The person may not have even seen the tire come off. It came off and instantly went under. That's crazy. So just be careful, please. Check your bolts. You know the nuts on your truck, on your car tires. Just make sure that you are going out here and being safe, because that is crazy. That car was thrown up in the air like that. I don't know if the person lived or not, but wow. I had saw a video recently actually, of this woman arguing with her husband on Facebook Live. I don't really know what the argument was about. They were just he kept asking her to keep her hands off of him and whatever. She ends up pulling out a gun and shooting him. I don't know with Facebook and Instagram, all these places that have this live feed, but they need to have people moderating it because, well, how could you? I don't know, bro. Some of these joints, they need to cut the feed on some of these. People shouldn't have to see or hear or, like, I don't know. But I feel like, we take people's lives way too for granted, and her killing her husband did what? She goes to jail. He's dead. If they have kids, both parents gone. You got to be smarter, yo. Too irrational. I know I can get fired up too, but I get pissed off just like anybody else. And my anger can get crazy. It can get really intense if I get really upset. But even still, I'll walk away. I'm gonna just stop talking to you. Like, and then I'm not going to lose my freedom for something so stupid. And arguing and do something like that. And then the sad part was when she shot him, you could see the reactions. There's people laughing, putting the laughing reactions. Somebody just been shot. You're laughing? What? I don't get it. I do not get it. The Commanders have a new person that's interested in putting in a bid. They also had the guy who had originally put in the bid with that Magic Johnson had joined. He officially submitted a $6.5 billion bid or $6 million bid or something, one of the two. But I know the guy's from the DC area, so that would be great because he understands. But I'm saying that former Duke Timberwolves player Brian Davis made a $7 billion bid on the Commanders last week. So Brian is local, went to Bladensboro High School. He has a business in real estate, also founded DC United Holdings with his friend Christian Leitner, which owns DC United. Davis and Leitner were bought out in 2009. There's very little information about the group that Davis has reportedly put together. They're saying if the offer is legitimate, it will have to be vetted and approved by the NFL. This would be the biggest offer linked to a potential bidder so far. But I'm trying to see the other guy's name. Is this the guy? Because I know, but Brian Davis doesn't sound like the name that I'm talking about. Hold on. What's his name? So it says 2 groups submit $6 million bids. The Josh Harris, Mitchell Rails group, which now includes Magic Johnson, they put in a $6 billion bid, and then the Canadian billionaire Steve Apostolopoulos also has submitted a fully funded $6 billion offer. So I don't see no mention of the other guy, but That's dope. It's cool to see, this Harris guy. I like that. And he got Magic with him. Magic can be the face. I'm looking at these last playing spots. And right now, Miami's okay. So I'm looking at the East. The East could flip flop as far as 5, 6, and 7. New York Knicks are 43-33, Brooklyn 40-35, Miami 40-35. And then you got, and that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is Atlanta, Toronto, Chicago. Atlanta, Toronto both share 37-38 record. Chicago 36-39. The Wizards 33-42 with the 11. And Indianapolis 33-43. Orlando 32-43. I do think that the four that's I said okay, I meant to say 8, but I do believe that the 4 that's in the East right now, that 6 between the New York Knicks, Nets, Miami, Atlanta, Toronto, Chicago probably stay the same. I don't think that will switch up. The one that you got to look at is on the West. I do think that the Lakers can make it. Obviously, there's really between the 4th seed and the 4th seed and the 12th seed, there's only a 5 game. But between the 4th seed and the 11th seed, there's only 3 games. So anything can literally happen. I think Golden State going to stay strong. Minnesota stay strong. I don't know. New Orleans could probably drop. I think it'll probably be Lakers, Golden State. New Orleans can hold. Dallas been sliding. I don't think, they don't have no defense. I think, honestly, but come on. I want to see Dallas in there. So my bias is going to say they edge out OKC. That's going to be my 4 for the West. Golden State, New Orleans, Lakers, Dallas. My bias, but really OKC definitely should be in there. So I think that it's kind of like shaping out the right way. It's just staying hold. I missed out on a really nice payday yesterday. So I wanted to say thank you to, let me go back. Who was it that cost me? What game was that? It was the Nuggets and 76ers. So, no. Is that what it was? Who was it? Yeah. Jamal Murray. I had you for 20. You got 19. So thank you for costing me good money last night. We had it was a big tab on that thing. Okay. And we was going for the home run. And Aaron Judge is up to bat. He hit it all the way to the wall. But he didn't go over the fence. So that's what happened last night. We was robbed. I feel robbed. He couldn't get one more point. That's why I don't bet like that. A little bit here and there. So, about to wrap this up. I was, and this is before I even say what I'm going to say out of my mouth. Please do not take this as disrespect. This is me seeing something and speaking on it. So I'm not really familiar with who Whack 100 is, but he says that Nipsey Hussle, and I spelled his name wrong, so I need to go back and do that. Which I don't, Nipsey Hussle never owned Marathon Store or land in Crenshaw. He was lying. In Crenshaw, he was lying. Popular podcaster Whack 100 just dropped a bomb on the legacy of Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey is known for his music, as he was known for his ownership of a large swath of land in Crenshaw, where he housed his Marathon clothing store. Well, according to Whack 100, Nipsey never owned the land or the store. Whack went on the Clubhouse app yesterday and explained that Nipsey was allegedly lying about owning Marathon and the strip of land that housed the store. According to Whack, shortly after Nipsey died, the real owner of the store and the land approached him and asked him whether he wanted to buy the property. Media confirmed that Wack told listeners that Nipsey never owned the land and that he was capping the whole time. So, I mean, what difference does it make? The man's dead. You know, why speak ill of a man who's dead? I don't, I just, people are true.
WA brings street smart tech.
Oh, I gotta see that. Stephen A. Smith is a trip. He been snapping on people lately. I used to watch that show a lot. First Take. What else they got for us?
Teeth were made to indulge.
I hate when he does
Colgate
that.
Optic White Pro Series toothpaste. You can remove 15 years of stains
Shut up.
in 2 weeks. Live life to the fullest.
What is making that
Colgate
noise?
Optic White.
I don't know what's talking, but you're pissing me off. Okay? I don't know what it is, but it's talking. And that blows me. Like, why is anything that's not pulled up on my screen talking to me? I didn't have too much in this episode, but let me see. Get out the way. Oh, yeah. This is the last thing I want to talk about. I need to let me see if I can pull it up. But my cousin girl was telling me about this VR game that's been killing people. I said, what? What do you mean there's a VR game that's killing people? He said, there is. So let's look it up. There's a VR game where you die in the game. You die in real life. So, okay. Oculus founder creates a VR headset that kills you if you die in the game. The inventor of the Oculus Rift says he has created a VR headset that will blow people's minds, literally. Palmer Luckey has built a custom VR headset he claims will kill the user in real life if they die in the video game. The device is based on the popular anime and novel series Sword Art Online. In that series, players are trapped in an immersive VR combat simulator where if they are killed in the game, they die in the real world. But I'm just trying to... But I heard this has already happened. Or this is what he's trying to do. Or did this actually happen? So he's an Oculus creator fired by Facebook. Interesting. Well, be careful. I don't know what else to tell you. You will be a fool if you play a game that will kill you if you die in the game. I was saying that to my cousin. I was like, man, they said there's like $1 million prize if you win. There's gonna be a lot of dead people. A lot of people gonna try to play and win that $1 million. For real. I know Mario come out next week. I'm just trying to think. I feel like I've watched something, but I can't remember. I went back and watched Knock at the Cabin or something like what's that? The Dave Bautista movie. I do like the movie. I like it. I like it more than I watch it again. But I still don't think it would have been a movie that I would have wanted to sit through in the movie theater to watch. Like, I am going to go see the Pope's Exorcist or Exorcism or the Pope something Exorcist. Yes, I need to see that. It may suck. Quite possibly will suck. But I'm still going to go see it. Big screen, yes. Let's see if one movie, just one, can make me jump. It's been so... I mean, I probably was like 10, 12 years old last time I moved. So over 20 years. Let's get it. But that's all I got for y'all. I know it's a boring episode. I know. Sorry. I mean to bore you. But just need to get some news out. Again, shout out to Generation X. My boy, they won. They went out to North Carolina and handled business. So that's a bet. With that, you gotta take it easy. You gotta smoke weed. Peace.